All right, welcome back. Today we're going to go over some players that, you know what, maybe we do not want to touch this year, even though they're going to get some hype. Let's talk about Marquise Brown. So obviously D-Hop is gone. And you know what, I love D-Hop no matter where he goes because he still is DeAndre Hopkins. But DeAndre Hopkins and Marquise Brown are two different people. Marquise Brown is not the route runner that D-Hop is. He is not the contested catch, receiver that D-Hop is. Marquise Brown is good for what he do, but can he be a true number one in fantasy? He could be a solid wide receiver too, probably. But do you want to risk him being a wide receiver too when Colt McCoy is the quarterback? I just don't know. Wide receivers are very deep, and you can try to get running back value at that position. He's getting picked average 83, so around 7. You can get a quarterback. You can go get your tight end and try to get one of those later round rookie receivers like a Jordan Addison to see what you can get value on. Because Marquise Brown is a big risk. This is last year's stats. Obviously, he had some big games and big moments when D-Hop wasn't there. But that was also with Kyler Murray. We don't know when Kyler Murray's coming back. And Colt McCoy is not Kyler Murray. No offense to McCoy. He's a top 32 quarterback in football right now. But he is not him. So, what Marquise Brown had a huge game against the Rams last season, and then very touchdown dependent for every game else. Is it worth the risk? Arizona's not going to be good. They're going to be behind, so they will be throwing the ball. But can Marquise Brown get open when he's also the only option? Rondale Moore maybe can take some pressure off of him, but I think he's one-dimensional. Colt McCoy is not that guy. I think Marquise Brown, at where you're going to get him, because he's going to get hyped up as wide receiver 1. He's probably going to move up the ranks. His ADP is 83 now. It's probably going to go more to the 70 to 65 range because it'll be like, oh my, like higher than Tyler Lockett, higher than Mike Williams, higher than these receivers that are the number 2 for real. Marquise Brown is going to go up there, but I don't think he's worth the risk. Tell me what you think. Comment below. The second player I want to talk about is my boy Lamar. I had him last season. After his first 2 games last season, 3 games really. First game was average, but at 42 and 39, I was like, wow, I just did it. I called it. Lamar's having his contract year, but then he dipped. And then he had 121. He had a 21-point game, a 23-point game, and then never hit 20 after that. So at ADP in the first pick of the 4th round, or late 3rd round, or is that worth spending that much draft capital for a quarterback who's going to probably miss games, who's not going to run as much, so he's losing a lot of value of running? And then, if you just wait a little bit, you can get a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, who's probably going to have his breakout year, second year in the offense with Doug Peterson, who's proven to make quarterbacks great. And then adding weapons like Calvin Ridley. And then a quarterback like Justin Fields, who last season went crazy in the second half. We're at 23, at 26, at 42, at 39, 23, 22. He was consistent. He was the Lamar Jackson that we thought Lamar was going to be. It was just Justin Fields. And Justin Fields is getting better. The team's getting better. They're getting another year. DJ Moore added. They're getting the offensive line help they needed. They're just getting better. So I couldn't tell you whether or not it's worth the risk to get Lamar, because who am I? But I'm telling you, at rank 5, you can go down round 8 and go get Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, a Kirk Cousins, a Tua Tagovailoa. I'm sorry, I said his name wrong, but sue me. You can go get Geno. You can go get Aaron Rodgers. He's on his scorched earth tour part 3, where might go get his MVP and be a top 5 fantasy quarterback. But there's no reason to risk your whole season in getting a 3rd round quarterback, 4th round quarterback of Lamar Jackson, when you can go get a Kirk Cousins or Justin Herbert, or just wait a couple picks and get a Justin Fields if you can, or just take Justin Fields over Lamar, because there's a chance that Justin Fields is better than Lamar this season in fantasy. Tell me what you think. Those are my hot takes. Go Heat, go Miami to the chip. Let's go. They won Game 7. Like, subscribe. Holla at your boy.